All right, Candy, thank you for that. Well, from our Water Watchers file, in response to the state's worsening drought, last month officials announced new water restrictions in Bakersfield. Since then, the city has had one of its wettest Decembers. 17's Maddie Gannon joins us in studio with more. Maddie.
Christian, both the city of Bakersfield and Cal Water announced residents could turn on their sprinklers only 3 days a week for those on the city side and 2 days for those on the Cal Water side. But now the recent rain tightens up those restrictions. 3 months into the new water year, so far it washes away 2021's.
Since October 1st, we picked up 3.48 inches in the gauge. Normally, we should be about 1 3/4 inches, so we are up right now over 1.5 inches.
Bakersfield District Manager for Cal Water Service, Tamara Johnson, said that downpour triggers another restriction in its drought mitigation plan.
Turn their sprinkler systems off during a substantial rain event and for 48 hours after a substantial rain event. A substantial rain event is where we receive at least 1/4 inch of rain.
Overall, December blew that 1/4 inch threshold out of the water.
As you take a look at the top 5 wettest Decembers on record, Bakersfield right now sitting in the top 3 with 2.53 inches.
Johnson said while the restrictions mandate only a 2-day waiting period, jumping to turn on your sprinklers at the 48-hour mark is unnecessary. She personally has had hers off for weeks.
Take a look at your landscaping. If you still see quite a bit of moisture content, then you know that you can hold off. With the rain and the colder weather, we haven't had a lot of sun, right, to dry everything out.
The 48-hour post-rain waiting period applies to those who get their water from the city of Bakersfield as well. Public Information Officer Joe Conroy said the city has been trying to remind people of the rule via social media. One Bakersfield resident, Riley Mabalot, said he'd never heard of the restrictions, but still waters his lawn only once or twice per week. We can see how recent rain impacted dry conditions when the state's drought monitor is updated tomorrow. In studio, Maddie Gannon, 17 News.
All right, thanks, Maddie. And you might